teach a lot to the people who are stammering, and it is nothing for the people who are not stammering.
Stammering is mean to me that I have suffer very lot from this stammering. I am not able to speak anything. Even I know the answers.
According to me, stammering is something which affect me in speaking something. For example, I am very much excited, or I know the answer. मेरे को मालूम है ये answer ये है. This answer definitely is something. But at the right time, at the right peak, I got struck actually.
I cannot say it in a simple way because yes, I will try that whenever I want to say something, then there is some physical as well as psychological
Here.
பார்க்குறது அதனால வருது. அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் மற்றவங்க கிட்ட நம்ம புதுசாக பார்க்குறவங்கிட்ட நம்ம பேசும்போது ரொம்ப ஸ்டாமிங்கும் ரொம்ப திக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். நமக்கு வார்த்தையே வராது, அப்படியே ஸ்டக் ஆகிட்டு அப்படியே நின்றோம். ஸ்டாமிங்
வேர்ட் இது வரைக்கும் வந்துடும், அதுக்கப்புறம் இதுக்கு மேலே சொல்ல முடியாது. தட் இஸ் அவுட் ஆஃப் பிரெத். ஸோ பேசணும்னா நமக்கு பிரெத் கண்ட்ரோல் வேணும். பிரெத் கண்ட்ரோல் இருந்தாலே நம்மளால் நல்லா பேச முடியும். ஸோ இங்கே வந்து ஏதோ அடைக்கிற மாதிரி.
When a person is stammering, at the time he feels that the whole world is completely lost for him, and he cannot survive in this world for anything at that time. And when he is stammering at the time, he will feel lot of pressure inside with him, and he will be under stress, and there are lot of reactions which will be happening inside him, which will not be easily understand by other people.
It affects my speech. It was affecting my speech. I was my thought process. Because of my speech, my thought process was getting drowned actually. I was not able to speak further, and जो भी सोच रहा था वो अपने पास है.
I think all of us have some disability or the other. It can be body, it can be mind, it can be a faculty, it can be any one of the organs. Some of it is visible, some of it is not. And stammering, as if we think of it as a disability, I think the root cause is the mind, and it can be eradicated only using the mind.
But from my school days, we used to feel that the stammering has a lot of impact when they are asking for roll call and attendance, and introduce yourself to the new staff, or introduce yourself to a new class, or introduce yourself to the new friends, any strangers, or if you want to ask any question to any strangers, all those things. So
நான் முதல்ல ஐடிசியில் இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணேன். அப்போ இன்டர்வியூ அந்த ஹெச்ஆர் எக்ஸிக்யூட்டிவ் கேட்குறாங்க, உன்னால் பேசவே முடியலையே, நீ வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவ? ஸோ 2 இன்டர்வியூவில் அந்தமாரி பேட் கேட்டவங்க, உன்னால் பேச முடியல. இல்லை, நான் ஒர்க்கில் சின்சியராக இருப்பேன், கான்சன்ட்ரேட் பண்ணி பண்ணுவேன். இன்னும் நீ முதல்ல பேச கற்றுக்கோ. அது ரொம்ப ஃபர்தராக ப்ரொசீட் பண்ணவே இல்லை. இட் ஷோஸ் யுவர் லேக் ஆஃப் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ். பேசவே கற்றுக்கலையே, நீ வந்து என்ன செய்வ அப்படின்னு சொல்லி என்னை ஹெச்ஆர் வந்து அனுப்பிச்சிட்டாங்க.
To be very frank, I used to find it, I used to wait for them to complete the sentence. It was interesting from the point of view of what is the person trying to communicate, and I could see that some of them found it painful because they wanted to make an impression and complete the sentence, and they wanted to make an impression on me, whether it was an interview or communicating a thought. So I wanted to, so to me it was a test to see whether I have the patience. 2 or 3 people I worked with. My sister's friend who stammered. I can recollect those faces very clearly now that you're asking. And it very often most people are stuck for words. For them it's an impediment that comes at a very most inopportune moment sometimes. So it's yes, I have met people who stammer, and I think there's no differentiating in terms of
While studying, uh, most of the time I was thinking of my speech, so that somehow hampers the study. Like in my while doing engineering, most of the time I was thinking I should do something on the speech because we I was kept on hearing that in the software industry we should have excellent communication skill. So this word I was uh, hearing. So miss, my focus was more on speech than to studies.
Also affected me in my career. So because of this, I missed a lot of promotions, and even during school days or college days, I always have felt that if only I didn't have stammering, I would have made a better grades in my college and school days.
ஸ்டாமரிங்கால மற்றவங்கிட்ட பேசும்போது தான் எனக்கு ரொம்ப இதாக இருக்கும். அதாவது ஆஃபீஸில் வந்து ஏதாவது என்கிட்ட கேட்பாங்க, அப்போ நான் வந்து ரொம்ப ஸ்டாமரிங் பண்ணும்போது தான் எனக்கு தெரியும் நான் ஸ்டாமரிங்காக இருக்கேன். இது இல்லாமல் இருக்கும்போது நம்ம நல்லா பேசலாம், மற்றவங்கிட்டே எப்படின்னா பழகலாம். இருந்தாலும் நான் நிறைய பேருக்கு பேசுறதில்லை, அப்படியே கொஞ்சம் கம்முன்னு இருப்பேன். யாராக இருந்தாலும் நிறைய பேர் என் பார்த்து இருப்பாங்க நிறைய ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸு, அவங்ககிட்ட கூட நான் பேச மாட்டேன், கம்முன்னு சைலண்டாக இருந்துடும். அவங்களா பேசினா கூட நான் எதுவும் பேச மாட்டேன், சும்மா அப்படின்ட்டு ஜாலியாகிட்டு அதை ஒரு ஸ்டெப் பண்ணுறேன்.
I faced one situation in my school days when we used to say the attendance. We have to say from 1%, 2% and all those things. If my number was around 7th or 8th or something like that, then the person who is just in front of me will go for sports practice. So at the time I have to say that the 7 has gone for sports and I am 8%. So at the time it will be very difficult at that time, like the same stuff in the morning time he will take attendance for all the classes, some around 4 to 5 classes. It will be around 5:45 AM. So at the time he has to complete the attendance within 5 minutes of time for each and every class. So he will be in a rushing mode. So he will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. So in that point of time it will be in a very high stress mode when you are under roll call. So suddenly I have to say that 7 has gone for sports and I am present. So at the time I unknowingly I said 7% and also 8 also present. For that he got very tense and he called me and he slapped me, all those things, and he knows that I am running, but he still did that. So
one is that I have to calm the person down first, in one way or the other. As far as I can talk from point of view of interviewer, most interviewers will understand that there is an issue, is to make the person feel comfortable. The idea is to see whether what the skills the person has meets the requirements, and give the opportunity to the person to complete what he is saying. Let him take his time, and most people would do that. My belief, and I have seen that most people will do that.
I have gone to many places for speech therapy, and in Pune I visited Ruby Hall clinic. But they told that tapping method. So I think it suits me. But yes, in room it is better, I can implement it better. But outside, sometimes I can implement better, sometimes not. But I think it suits me, so I uh, practice that.
So I have underwent lot of therapies, right from solutions in so-called solutions from allopathy, the speech therapy courses conducted by speech therapists or ex-stammerers, homeopathy, Siddha, Ayurveda, and there is something of flower medicine, hypnosis, to some psychiatrists, and to me nothing worked. Nobody is able to cure. With respect to speech therapists, yes, they were compared to others, at least they know what they are doing. They were able to give some exercises, and they wanted to change the way we talk. What happens ultimately, we become very artificial in the way we deliver the speech. Um, uh, all the expressions, all the emotions are very rigid, and it just transforms us to a different person which we are not, and we have to ultimately fight with ourselves. This is not the person we are.
I did not attend much classes for stammering, but I have attended some 4 to 5 class with speech therapist. So that was like, it is the same way as all speech therapists will say that you have to speak slowly and start practicing, everything will follow. But I haven't done much research kind of thing and all those things. Stammering.
வந்து நிறைய புக் படிக்கணும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அப்போ அந்த கண்ணாடியை பார்த்துட்டு நம்ம வந்து பேசிகிட்டே இருக்கணும், அந்தமாரி பேசினா அவங்களுக்கு போகும் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அப்போ வந்து கிரீன் செடி அது சாப்பிட்டா கூட சரியாக இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு அப்பா சொன்னார். அதுதான் திரும்ப ஒரு சொல்லியிருக்கேன்.
ஸ்பீச் தெரப்பி அட்டன் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். அங்கே எப்படின்னா அவங்க சொல்கிறத கேட்டால் அந்த நேரத்தில் வந்து டெம்பரரி ரிலீஃப் இஸ் த அது வந்து கட்டாயம் இருக்கு. பட் அவங்க என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க, மேக் திஸ் எக்ஸசைஸ் ஆஸ் அ டெய்லி ரொட்டீன். ஸோ ஒவ்வொரு நாள் மார்னிங் பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட் சாப்பிட்றாப்புல ஸோ இதையும் பண்ணுங்க, இதையும் பண்ணிங்கனாக்கா உங்களுக்கு அதுவும் பண்ணணும்னு தான் ஆசை. பட் சம்டைம்ஸ் வீட்டில் ஏதாவது பிரச்சனை இருந்துச்சுன்னு ஸோ நார்மலாக பண்ணிகிட்ருப்பேன். சிச்சுவேஷன் எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு வந்து டைம் கிடைக்காது. ஸோ நல்லா தெரியும் ஒரு 1 week even though exercise பண்ணலைனாலும் the fluency level is going down.
First of all, to stammer is not a disability. You're as good or as bad as the next normal person who speaks fluently. There's nothing that cannot be overcome. It is all in the mind, and it is your confidence, and I believe with proper practice, planning and preparation for situations you can overcome it. That's my message.
This self-help group, brings a lot of stammerers under one roof, and it gives a forum, a place where the stammerers can really talk about the stammering without any inhibitions. In open, they can discuss freely, which otherwise they cannot get anywhere. No other. Non-stammerers cannot easily understand what a stammerer goes through in his mind. So this self-help group will definitely be a lot of useful to people, grown-ups, at least from college students. It is highly advisable to join any self-help group where they can desensitize, they can discuss their issues, get a lot of help from this.
There are various ways which we are getting experience in our life. So it is similar to that one. So it is a platform where you can get experience from different kind of people who who have undergone different kind of situations in the life because of stammering. Some people say that they have succeeded in life even though they have stammering. Some people are saying that I am in trouble because of stammering. Some people say that I can cure stammering, and some people say that I have undergone this many medical treatments for the stammering. It's all collective lessons in a single room where you can learn a lot. I mean, it's not nothing cure as such. I don't. I mean, initially I used to feel like one day I have to get rid of all these things. But nowadays I got adapted to it, and the life must go on. Anyways, you can't say that it has to be curable in a time. Or it is not a disease which it can be cured by any pills or those things. It's not like that. It is something happening inside, and you can't get rid completely, but you can do it with it.
ஃப்ளூயன்சி வருமா வராதாங்கிறது வந்து எனக்கு சரியாக தெரியல. ஆனால் நான் நம்புகிறேன், அதாவது வந்து கண்டிப்பாக எல்லா ஸ்டாமராலையும் ஓரளவு ஃப்ளூயன்சி கொண்டு வரலான்னு. ஃப்ளூயன்சின்னா என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 100% நல்லா பேசணும் அப்படிங்கிறது கிடையாது. எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரு வகையாக ஒரு சின்ன திக்கல் இருக்க தான் செய்யும். என்ன காரணம்னா, நிறைய பேர் நான் பார்த்துருக்கேன் அது மாதிரி சில எக்ஸசைசஸ் எல்லாம் செய்து அவங்களால வந்து இந்த ஸ்டாமரிங்லேருந்து ஓரளவுக்கு விடுபட்டிருக்காங்க. கண்டிப்பாக பண்ணலாம். 100% க்யூர் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து எனக்கு நம்பிக்கை இல்லை. ஆனால் ஒரு 90-95%, அதாவது அடுத்தவங்களால், அதாவது நான் ஸ்டாமரர்ஸ் பார்த்து இவனுக்கு திக்குவாயா அப்படின்னு கேட்குற அளவுக்கு நம்மளால் பண்ண முடியுங்கிற நம்பிக்கை இருக்கு.
Whether stammering is curable or not, it is very difficult question to answer in this world. It is like some people said they have recovered from the stammering, and some people saying still I am having stammering. Even people who are become as a speakers, some people are stammerers. So it's like some people say it's curable and some people say it's not curable. So I don't have an answer at this point of time. But I still believe that the continuous practices and continuous encouragement and motivation inside your mind will make you to succeed in your life. But I am not speaking anything about stammering, whether it is curable or not.